With the 2025 NFL Draft just around the corner, I decided to put all of the top prospects onto one team. We'll simulate about a decade into the future, see which players stand out, who underwhelms, and at the end of it all, see if we can come away with the ring. And yeah, enjoy. Isn't it gorgeous? Just about every single player with a hidden development trait, and not just the offense, but the defense as well. Well, except for Shamar Stewart, because I messed up while editing him. And if you want to use the exact draft class that I am using, I'll put it on the screen right now for Xbox Next Gen, of course, so don't get mad at me for any ratings, any development traits. I know just as much as you. I'm just using it like any of you would. But let's start off at quarterback, where we of course got Cam Ward first, who is highly touted to go #1 to the Tennessee Titans. Now, it's not the deepest of QB classes, right? Nor does it have that generational talent, right? But I think Cam Ward's ceiling overall is still super, super high. We saw a lot of flashes last season at Miami. Now, does he have that bozo in him? Absolutely, but I think the project and the raw intangibles as a whole is some of the best in the class. On to Shedeur Sanders now, another solid prospect, right? There are a few things off the field that maybe concern me a little bit, like his leadership qualities. I remember at the beginning of the season, there was a guy maybe a little lower on the depth chart on Colorado, and he called him out, or he like transferred or something like that. I don't know if you guys remember that, but obviously he has a lot of fame, a lot of motion that comes with him as well, so there's going to be a lot of that to whatever team that drops him. But all that aside, as a quarterback prospect, good, right? High floor. I think I question the ceiling a little bit. I'm not sure how much he's going to elevate a team or take them to the next level, right? But he's a solid quarterback as it is, super accurate on the ball, and a first round lock, probably top 10, I would say, right? Speaking of polarizing prospects, Jackson Dart up next. Where will he go? I've been seeing him mocked maybe as high as in the top 10, right? For a QB needed team. Will he go round 1? Will he fall out of it? Will a team trade up to potentially get their franchise quarterback of the future? Who knows? He's quite odd as a prospect. I'm not too sure what to think about him. He had a few flashes at Ole Miss for sure, but if a team is desperate enough, there's a chance he goes earlier than you think. On to the running backs now, and of course, at the top of the depth chart is Ashton Jeanty. Where will he land? He might be the highest rated player in this draft class at an 81 overall. Freak athlete, freak build, freak balance. Everything about him is kind of crazy, right? He had an insane season at Boise State. Could have won the Heisman, arguably as well. Argue with your mom. Definitely going to be the first running back off the board, but like I said, how high will he go? We've seen Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs go early. I think he'll fall around that range. It's just a which team. However, this running back class is deep, right? There's like 9, 10 great running backs, but obviously I can't add them all, right? Like shout out to Cam Scatterbo, Dylan Sampson, Ollie Gordon, who was very hyped up coming into this season, but I added in 5 here. Omarion Hampton, a guy I think could easily go in round 1 as well. There's a few running back needy teams that he might be RB2 of this class. Had an awesome season for the Tar Heels. Of course, we got the duo of Travion Henderson, Quinshawn Judkins, the 2 national championships out of the Ohio States. Both had incredible season. Travion just kind of has that burst to him, kind of has crazy speed, right? And Quinshawn Judkins, we saw how good he was in that natty. I think 2, 3 touchdowns. He was a monster. And Caleb Johnson out of Iowa as well, another guy who's been hyped up to maybe sneak in round 1, but maybe falls out just because of the sheer volume, the sheer depth of running backs in this class, but another solid prospect. And in terms of wide receivers, the consensus have been kind of all over the place, right? I think Tetairoa McMillan has been the wide receiver 1 standout guy for the majority, but Emeka Egbuka, Luther Burden, and Matthew Golden, especially as of late, has gotten a lot of buzz to maybe be wide receiver 1 of this class. I think you can't go wrong with any of these 4. They all have their great traits about them. Luther Burden's numbers may not look good this year, but I think Mississippi as a whole was just kind of dreadful. It kind of depends on the quarterback throwing him the ball as well, right? Egbuka is one of the safest prospects, I'd say. Golden has great speed and is a deep run threat, and Tetairoa McMillan is just a freak of nature. We've seen those videos of him doing those under the leg catches, one-handed. He's a freak. He's a freak, right? Isaiah Bond, another speed demon. A lot of hype coming into this season. Was a little disappointing, but I think played hurt for the majority, if not all of the season, right? So I think Isaiah Bond's ceiling is still quite high. And then I had Kyle Williams as well, who's been getting some buzz to maybe go a little higher in this draft too. There's a ton of great wide receivers that I couldn't add, but these are the 6 I went with for no real reason. Honestly, don't get mad. I'm sorry if your favorite wide receiver is not here, but these are the 6 I'm going with. Now, in terms of tight ends, just like running backs, another super deep class with a lot of really good talent, right? Tyler's white. I'm crazy. I'm not white. What? Yeah, just ignore that. Tyler Warren. I think tight end 1 of this class pretty comfortably. He was a monster at Penn State wearing the big number 44. I know he's wearing 1 here, but he might go a little higher than you expect as well. He could sneak into the top 10, right? In the past few years, we've seen Kyle Pitts, Brock Bowers go very, very high up, and Brock Bowers has a lot to live up to, right? I'm not saying he's going to be Brock Bowers, but Tyler Warren is really, really good in his own right and is just a crazy athlete. I will never forget watching the game Penn State USC, where this dude was just making play after play after play, and I'm talking rushing the ball, catching the ball. He even has a few receiving touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Warren is that dude. Whoever gets him is getting a freaking monster. Colston Loveland, maybe a little different style to a Tyler Warren, right? More of that slot archetype, more of that receiving threat, right? And he had a great stint at Michigan, and I think another guy that is easily going to go in round 1, so excited to see whatever team lands him. You know, we got a lot of buzz of the Chargers maybe a little later on to get that connection with Harbaugh from Michigan, of course. There's a lot of good teams that could use him. The Colts, the Jets, that would be quite high, though. I'm not gonna lie. Harold Fannin Jr., Bowling Green State, he had ridiculous numbers. Now I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of all I know about him. I know he's a good player. I've watched a few games of him, but I'm curious to see how high he could go in this class. And now, before we go on anymore, I must say I'm not no college football expert. I'm not like a diehard super fan of it. Of course, I like watching these prospects. I like watching the teams, the players, and listening about the prospects in the upcoming draft and whatnot. But I am in no right to say I watched film and studied this guy and whatnot, right? But you know, I go off what I've heard and what I've seen. Experts that do really love you know, evaluating prospects in the draft, and you know, just kind of go off vibes. I'm kind of a college football casual, if I'm being honest with you. But the offensive line, a solid class to say the least. Will Campbell, maybe the best tackle in the class. Maybe you slide him into guard. Tyler Booker, also a good prospect in the interior out of Bama. Armand Membu, maybe the highest riser though out of the offensive line. Tested incredibly well and just killed everything out of the park, right? Armand Membu, another guy that will probably play tackle in the leagues. We have him at right guard here just because I wanted to start Kelvin Banks as well, who's also hidden development, 74 overall. Gonna have him at right tackle. Then Greg Zabel, a super versatile prospect, could play him anywhere here, and we need a center, so that's where he's going. Now, defensively, this side of the ball is quite fun, if I say so myself. We'll start off with Abdul Carter, who's arguably the number 1 prospect in this class, arguably the best player in this class at a premium position as well as an edge, and I don't quite think he's gonna go number 1 anymore because he did have some injuries come up that he had to deal with. I think he got surgery. He didn't even test or whatnot, so I think he'll fall like to 2 to 3 or maybe 4 at the very least. Still an amazing prospect out of Penn State, who are just printing out insane pass rushers, right? Micah Parsons, Chop Robinson, Abdul Carter, and I think there's another dude now that's in the making, like they come out of a lab or something, but Abdul Carter is a monster. I'm just gonna be calling everybody monsters. Now, middle linebackers, we got Jahad Campbell, who's my personal MLB 1. A lot of buzz for him to go maybe in the top 10, top 15, top 20. A lot of teams could use him, and a lot of teams could use his talent. Now, he's actually the 2nd middle linebacker here behind this Schweinsteiger dude. Shout out my boy Bastian Schweinsteiger. If you know, Carson Schwesinger? I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. Don't know too much about him, if I'm being honest with you, out of UCLA. If you have any more intel, let me know in the comments. But he's a 72 overall and hidden depth, so he will most definitely play for us, but I am going to make Jahad Campbell our number 1. We have Jalen Walker on the opposite side of Abdul Carter. I'm going to try a 3-4, see how this is. We got a lot of premium pass rushers here. James Pierce as a Raku here as well. We got Stunspin, who I couldn't move inside, but we have Barrett Carter, CP3 Jr., if you know what I'm saying. Hey, it's gonna be a good team. The front 7's looking nasty, right? And on the D-line, we got Michael Williams, Shamar Stewart, Jack Sawyer, who was a monster for the Ohio State, Mason Graham, who could easily go in the top 5, definitely gonna go in the top 10 in my opinion. Walter Nolan, Tyleek Williams. We got some good depth on this in this front 7. But now for the cornerback room, we may have gone a little overkill on the cornerbacks, but Travis Hunter, didn't really know where to put him. I think we're going to leave him at corner, where he is a 79 overall instead of wide receiver. He could play both. He's a great prospect. He's a great player in both positions. I'm not too sure how much he's going to, how many snaps he's going to play percentage-wise on both sides of the ball, but I'm interested to see for sure wherever he lands. Travis Hunter, though, you could argue easily the best player in this class as well, the reigning Heisman winner. We got Will Johnson, of course. Jahdae Barron's been getting a lot of buzz. Only normal here in this draft class, which is a bit surprising. Maybe the best slot corner in this class out of Texas, Siobhan Revel Jr., who I liked as well, but has some injury concerns. Maxwell Hairston, Azariah Thomas, Benjamin Morrison, who I think was hurt as well this season for Notre Dame, but could be a riser, or not a riser, but I think a gem in this year's class if he falls a lot. And then we got Trey Amos to top it off. a deep cornerback class, we will not have any problems in the secondary. Now, the safety class, pretty solid as well, if I say so myself, right? We, of course, got Nico Manwari out of South Carolina, built like a truck, could be the first safety in the in this draft quite easily. Andrew Makumbu as well out of Texas. Malachi Starks, another great prospect out of Georgia, who could play kind of anywhere on the back end, maybe even at slot if you need him to be. We got Xavier Watts here as well. And last but not least, of course, we did add ourselves some special teams, and Graham Nicholson out of Alabama to be our kicker and our punter in Elizabeth Monstrasu. If you know, you freaking know. Now, the big question, of course, at the end of the day, how will this team perform? How long will it take for us to win a Super Bowl, if we can win one, right? How will each player develop as the years go on? Will we see some maybe surprising names at the top of our roster by the end of this? Will the superstars reign truly, and the Ashton Genties and the Travis Hunters, the Abdul Carters of it all? Hey, I'm curious. Let's get into it. And if you are wondering how I set this all up, it was quite simple, but it was a process. At the same time, I just simmed the season, simmed the draft with this draft class, of course, and traded for all of these players individually. And if you know how the trading system works, it is not easy to trade for rookies or sophomore players, so it definitely took a minute. These are just some filler players, by the way, but yeah, it took a while. Leave a like, please. We just made the playoffs in year one. Oh, and not just that, right? We won the AFC South with a 12-5 record. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to be winning already. Like I said, I expected to be okay, right? But maybe just middling, maybe like a 500 around that record. Obviously, this team is quite young. This team is quite inexperienced. But we have Cam Ward, who has boomed as one of the best quarterback prospects we've ever, or not, he's boomed as one of the best rookie quarterbacks, I mean, ever. If he's putting up numbers like this. Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, get ready to hand him Gatorades for the rest of your career in this simulation. 47 touchdowns, 4,700 yards, and just 12 interceptions. What? Holy crap. Cam Ward, we got something with him. Ashton Genty, surprisingly a little low, but if you know how Madden simulation works, running backs got to get to like a 91, 92 overall before they start really booming, before they start getting good stats. He's already at an 86, it's still just 21. We will be fine. He will be fine. And from what I've seen of Cam Ward already, we could be a little dynasty, if I say so myself. Cam Ward added in 6 touchdowns himself. They're not too shabby, as like Mecca Okbuka, who was playing in the slot for us, was pretty good. He was all right. 1,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, 112 receptions, shattering, I think, every single record in maybe all 3 departments. Puka Nacua might have the reception ones, though. Matthew Golden, solid as a number 2, solid as a field stretcher, as a deep threat. Tataroa McMillan, 832 yards, 9 touchdowns for him. Good red zone threat. Tyler Warren, same for him with 8 touchdowns there, 719 yards. Yo, this offense is dangerous. This offense is scary hours. Will Campbell, Calvin Banks, both let up double-digit sacks, but you kind of expect that as a rookie, right? They're still just kids. Gray Zabel, 5 at center, 4 for Amron Membu, but only 1 for the left guard out of Bama in Tyler Booker. Now, defensively, how did we hold up? I didn't quite see what our statistics were. Jahad Campbell had a great year, 118 tackles for him, by far and away our leading tackler. Malachi Starks, Abdul Carter, and Will Johnson get a good old 69. Mason Graham, 18 TFLs for him, led the way. Abdul Carter with 16, 12 for Michael Williams, 11 for Jahad Campbell. He had a season. He had 5 interceptions as well. Jahad Campbell, maybe defensive rookie of the year. I think we got the defensive rookie of the year on our team, right? Abdul Carter, 11.5 sacks, bro. Mason Graham, 7.5. 7 for Michael Williams. Schwartz Stewart with 4 there. Interception-wise, 7 goes to Travis Hunter. 5 for Jahad. 5 for Starks. 2 for Eamon Wari. This team is pretty freaking good. So our total offense was actually 4th in the league already, and the same with the defense. We're literally top 5 in both categories already. That's crazy. Jamie and Shergoat. And I've just seen this. Travis Hunter was joint top for the most interceptions in the league with 7. And you know what? Let's see how this team fares against a Super Bowl contender, Baltimore Ravens 2-time MVP, and Lamar Jackson. They are an 89. They do have a better overall team, overall roster, and more experience, I would say, but we definitely are the underdogs. We definitely got some hunger to us. I guess they do too. They've never, okay, whatever. Yeah. Cam Ward leading the Titans to a wildcard appearance in just year one. Is that a sign of things to come? Cam Ward, let's see what you can do. Up 7-0 after one. They do tie up the ball game, but we do take a 2-possession lead, a 2-touchdown lead. They do get a field goal at the end of, is it Justin Tucker? He's had some weird speculation, some concerns come up in this offseason, if I say so myself. However, it is a scoreless third quarter. Ravens do have the ball and kick a field goal from 56 yards out, making it an 8-point game now with just 9 minutes to go. And it's a huge third down conversion by Mr. Safe Hands, Emeka Egbuka. And let's hop in. I kind of just want to see this team in action, the all-rookie team, and they're all still actually rookies. This is still just year number one as Tyler Warren goes in motion there. Cam Ward drops back. A lot of time in the pocket. The offensive line is doing its job. A little quick 5-yard out route. Cam Ward this time around handing it to Ashton Genty. And he gets stuffed, making it a 3rd and 4 now with just about 7-10 to go. Cam Ward's going to drop back to pass this time around. Had a man up the seam, but it's better defense from one of the best MLBs in the league. And now Baltimore has some momentum to them, right? We do get a great punt from my boy Monster Man, pinning them on like the 2, the 3 there. So the Ravens got the whole field to drive down, but are unable to do so as they punted 53 yards. And we have a possession here. We go 3 now after a sack there, and the Ravens have the ball, and they scored right away because the king is still on this team with a 66-yard touchdown. However, they fail the 2-point conversion. They give it to Justice Hill. Great idea there, Harbaugh. And just under 2 minutes to go, 3rd and 9. Am I just a little slow? Maybe. By the way, this is how you hop into the games. You just press X when you're on the screen. It's usually on fast, which is what we just did there. You put it on slow, and then go ahead, go to jump forward, and go to whatever you like, change of possession, which is what I usually do next quarter. And then you can hop in, watch the team you assembled go against, the team in the playoffs or whatever you're simming to watch. I don't know. It's 1st and 10, though. First down here, and we win this game. We win our first playoff game in year one. And we do really need this first down because it's just a 2-point game. They have arguably the best kicker of all time. There goes their final timeout, though. So it's kind of scary if we do give Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense the ball back. First down here. Ooh, Genty has not been great, has he? Do we go for... Nah, we can't go for that. We can't. We got to rely on our defense. We got to rely on our defense. 4th and 3. We are going to punt the ball. Time will be tick, tick, tick as they will have about 50. Why did we snap it so quick? That's the inexperience. That's the inexperience in our team. We're seeing it firsthand, man. And now we got to deal with this freaking dude. I am terrified, but it will be a good test for our young players for them to experience this pressure, experience the lights. And Mark Andrew is picking right off where he left off last season. I'm looking at you a little bit different now, JT. I ain't gonna lie with you. That boy is a 2nd and 10. We sack Lamar Jackson. It's Walter Nolan, I believe. I thought he was white. Is he? I don't know. I'm bugged. Huge sack, though. 3rd and 16. Lamar Jackson. How's that not a safety? It doesn't even matter, though. It doesn't even matter, though. They are literally on their 1. They got to go 99 yards to go down the field. And Lamar Jackson, LaBozo, is picked off. The Titans and the Ravens got a little beef in the playoffs as well, remember. They got a little bit of a history to them, as it is Will Johnson with a game-winning intercept. The game-winning pick 6, actually, and Harbaugh is stunned. You just lost to 5th graders. Harbaugh, when you were born, all of these players were in their dad's... Oh, my God. And our defense... our defense clamped him. 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Just 156 yards. Lamar Jackson is never going to hear the end of that one. A carry job from Derrick Henry as well. Justice Hill even got an end zone touch. Genty was horrible, but did find the end zone. Okay, and at this rate, Emeka Egbuka might go down as one of the best wide receivers of all time. You can't go wrong with an Ohio State receiver. Shout out Harold Fannin Jr. for the pancake. As we get an interception from Will Johnson when we saw Travis Hunter making his mark, and Jahad Campbell, the superstar middle linebacker, coming off an amazing season there. We had a few sacks as well. They actually had more than us, though. Oh my God. That was an electric start to this video, if I say so much. We now with the 15-2 Bills, though. We're not going to hop into this one. We got a great watch against the Ravens, but let's see how we can fare up against one of the best teams in the league. Okay, we're going through the absolute gauntlet, by the way. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, but now can we take down the double magic man himself, Patrick Mahomes? Oh, what if we just win the Super Bowl in year 1? Don't I just end the video? I guess we'll never know. However, like I said, an amazing start. To win 2 playoff games already, that's more playoff games than I've seen the Dolphins win in my lifetime. The Chiefs do absolutely smoke us, but are you surprised? Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl would be very fun. This is like Tay and Puka as well. These rosters are updated. I did make sure to, of course, implement that. Okay, he's right here. I always expect Devontae Adams to be at the top, right? I'm not used to seeing him as a 3rd, 4th man on the team. Puka's at 99, by the way. Yeah, like I said, though, I have implemented all the real-life rosters, all the real-life transactions that have happened. So this team has, what, Cooper Kupp now, and of course, Sam Darnold as their QB1, and so on and so forth. Yearly awards, though, MVP goes to the man that took us down, Patrick Mahomes, but look who's number 3 already. Look who's number 3 already. It's Mr. Cam Ward. And I don't know about you, but I'd bet a lot of money that we have the offensive and defensive rookie of the years on our team. Emeka Egbuka wins it. Oh, no, we're still mixed. Oh, we're mixed in with This is offensive player of the year. He won offensive player of the year. It doesn't even matter. That's not what I was looking for. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Emeka Egbuka. We do have Cam Ward, Genty, of course. Quinn Ewers makes it at number 7, goes to Pittsburgh, which is interesting. And Woody Marks to the Bengals makes it as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jahad Campbell, who I kind of alluded to earlier. His stats were incredible, so no surprise here. Hopefully he goes up a dev trade or 2. I didn't even check out dev trades. I don't even know what anybody is, so we'll see. Shout out Jacob Parrish. Ooh, and look at best running back in the AFC. Najee Harris, of course, the new Los Angeles Charger. As Emeka Egbuka won best wide receiver already. Yeah, his trajectory is crazy. It's better than yours. Wow, look at Tyler Booker, top 3 for best offensive lineman in just year 1. Is that a sign of things to come? Will he go round 1? Travis Hunter, number 2 for best DB, just behind Tarheeb Steele, who's also a rookie, right, technically in like this world, but pretty awesome to see. Is he? Or am I just I'm pretty sure he's a rookie, or is he in year 2? 1. So year 2, right? Yeah. So not a rookie. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. Let's go check out some dev trades. Let's see. I actually don't even know if we got upgrades. I don't know what they were. I would assume Genty was already a superstar dev, right? Cam Ward, I would assume is a star, but obviously had an incredible season, which granted him a little superstar dev. As we also got Emeka Egbuka, who I would presume was only a star as well. He gets an upgrade. He's a 94. He's a 94 with morale already after year 1. Quite ridiculous if you ask me, but after that season, after that performance, after the statistics he put up, how could you complain? Okay, I don't know who got upgraded. I don't know who was superstar, who was star, who was X Factor already. I would assume Hunter was already X Factor. Abdul Carter maybe as well. I guess we can check it out here. No, he was superstar, but goes up because he's like that. And same goes for Travis Hunter too. He gets himself a little Devi. And everybody else, yeah, I think you, and you, I would assume probably went up, right? Yeah, this team is sick. And it's going to be even sicker for years to come. I'm excited. We getting special teams. Come on, man. Streets won't forget when Monstramano pinned the Ravens on the 1 in the wild card. Woo, the Chiefs win another one, 31-10. Drew Tranquil, Super Bowl MVP, though. That's pretty good. We swept the Rookie of the Years. That's all I needed to see. Coach of the Year, Sean McDermott, Bill. Oh, wait. I'm thinking Sean Yo, it's not even that late, bro. I'm just... Mock Draft 4 just came out. How is it looking? However, in the words of Mike Tomlin, we do not care. This kind of hurts to see. Year 2, and we're already seeing some people boom onto this scene. Cam Ward, Ashton Genty, Emeka Egbuka, all superstar devs. The offense looks great. The offense looks beautiful. We saw how well this team performed despite the inexperience deep into the postseason, right? We came against a dynasty and one of the best coaches and quarterbacks of all time. So it's a tough team to beat defensively. So many upgrades on this side of the ball, including Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter up to superstar X Factor now. Let me just regain my thoughts. This team, I was going to say, though, it's only up from here, which is scary hours. Wait, our guy Schweinsteiger is now middle linebacker, too. Barrett Carter has moved himself up in the depth chart. You know what? Maybe you earned it. Oh, and we got JT Tuamoloau down here at right end, replacing Shamar Stewart, who, of course, played for us last season. So we're seeing some people that were lower in the depth chart rise accordingly. Gradually, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I'm going to make McMillan our number 2. What's that gonna do? I don't know, but yeah, hopefully he does well. And also, while we're at it, let me know your favorite prospect down in the comments below and who you want your team to draft the most. And if you're curious on my thoughts for the Dolphins, I kind of want, like, my favorite prospect this year is probably either Travis Hunter or Ashton Hall. He's a unit.
So we can have it grow, we gotta go ahead and give him at least 10,000.
And there you have it. Nothing changed. I didn't do anything besides all the players improving on their own as they should in year 2. But there's a sophomore slump for the entire team as we end up going just 9-8 despite all our overalls, our offense, our defense looking way, way better. The team regressed. Only 9-8. Don't win the South. Don't even catch ourselves in the wild card round. Utter disappointment if you ask me. Our offensive yards dropped down 10 in our... What? What happened? Defensively, dropped to 29th. It was top 5 last year. JJ McCarthy, we do not care. Cam Ward was really good though, but less yardage, less touchdowns, way more interceptions, less completion percentage. Not what you like to see. You're trending in the wrong direction, my boy. Shedeur is right behind you, looking for an opportunity. Don't fold now, Cam. We kind of need ya. And as I mentioned earlier, Genty was just all right because he's still not really a high overall. He is a 90, but like I said, 91, 92. Next season, I think Genty's going for 5 a carry, 1,200 yards, maybe 14-ish touchdowns. But as of now, we still gotta wait for that. We still got to be patient. I got it tatted on my chest. I don't have tattoos. One player that didn't regress at all, though, is Emeka Egbuka. 18 touchdowns, 16 40 yards. He is looking to shatter every single record in the books. Matthew Golden, Teteroa McMillan, we made him our number 2, and he was still our number 3. Thank you a lot. Tyler Warren was just kind of mid. Expected more from this offense. Once again, Will Campbell with the most sacks given up, 11 just this year. Kelvin Banks was a lot better, but overall, the offensive line was still pretty solid as a unit. Okay, and it's Barrett Carter this time around leading us in tackles for whatever reason. He might have been middle linebacker too now, but still, I would expect Jahad Campbell to lead us in that department. Only 9 TFLs leads the way. Abdul Carter, 8 for Barrett Carter. Why? Barrett Carter ruined the team. He kind of give me my Schweinsteiger guy back, bro. Sacks 7.5 for Graham Nolan, 5.5 for Abdul Carter. Michael Williams with 3. Did something mess up in the specialist? It's looking like it may have, because everything's looking a little off. To be completely honest with you, I didn't really quite look at it too in depth. I kind of just glanced over. I didn't make Jahad our MLB 1. So that's kind of weird. Travis Hunter, I mean, this all still looks good. We did have Siobhan Rupp or Jade Bear. I'm getting the names mixed up. I did have Jade Bear in that slot corner last year, but like, we have Travis Hunter in there now. It should be fine. But maybe we leave him on the outside. I guess that was the difference. Because damn it, something went wrong this season, and I gotta point to whatever I see. And did I just see a Steelers Buccaneers Super Bowl? And remember, the Steelers quarterback is Quinn Ewers. Did we make a mistake? Did we make a mistake going with Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart? Quinn Ewers took that personally. They also have Tony Pollard now, I guess. Of course, DK Metcalf is here after the trade. John Mechie as well, I guess. Hey, shout out to him, I guess, but I'm not having fun anymore. Cam Ward went from 3 all the way down to 8. Still good, though. As the Super Bowl winners are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tyke Smith ends up winning Super Bowl MVP. Shout out to him. 19-13. Baker brings one home to Tampa Baker. Emeka Egbuka does still win Offensive Player of the Year there, but we get no Rookie of the Years this season. Disappointing from our team, from our squad. What are they doing? I can't lie. I don't know why I just started the draft. Because I don't have any picks. Your next pick, no picks remaining. And because of that, I guarantee you we're about to see the most demigod prospect of all time. The most generational talent we've ever seen in one of these videos. Nah, just a cool tight end. The rich just get richer. It is sickening. You're number 3 now officially. Cam Ward's up to an 88, 90 now for Genty. Hopefully he can get over that running back simulation hump. Egbuka, oh, I didn't even check out Devy's, huh? Egbuka is a superstar X Factor now. That was a given. I mean, I didn't check him because we kind of sucked last season. We kind of sucked. However, Malachi Starks, who I believe led us in interceptions, does go up to X Factor as well, which is cool. Probably the only one we got, but I mean, I don't know what this defense was on last season. Maybe we need to put... I think Jahdae Barron went up. Did he even play last season? Can we check it? Yeah, development trait increase, star dev. You can see there in Super Bowl week. Did he even play a lot? He had 54 tackles, 3 interceptions. All right, he did his thing. 9 deflections. I'm sorry I was unfamiliar with what you did for us. And I am going to remember this time to make sure you are playing at slot cornerback for us, because in year 1... That was the working recipe. This quite literally makes no sense. As our team gets better, as our team gets older, our record is just getting, I guess stayed the same, but it's getting worse from year one. Like I said, no playbook changes, no nothing, no scheme changes, no nothing. I'm still the same old coach, but I guess the league has caught up with us. Our offensive and defensive yards much better than last season, but not resulting in wins, and that is disappointing. As Cam Ward was good though, 4,200 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions. I mean, this is still a MVP caliber season, right? But the big question is running back. Genty. It's just a lot of mid. It's just a lot of egg, especially for being a 92 overall. I need you to be one of the best running backs in the league for us to really succeed, you know? And so far, he's kind of just Najee Harris. We need better than... Najee Harris has been kind of cooking in this video, though. I can't even say that. Igbuka seems like he's the only receiver that's really booming. I guess this is his show. McMillan was really good at the number 2. Almost 1,000 yards for him. Golden. Warren, maybe we should get more involved some way, somehow. Maybe KC Chiefs playbook, but I feel like our offense has been cooking, but maybe not enough. Maybe we need more in the rush game. All right, Will Campbell, are those short arms getting to you or what? 16 sacks given up. The 3rd year in a row he's given up the most. And this season, I think our most yet. And this should be all of their highest overalls. I don't understand. Maybe we're a one-trick pony. Maybe we had the biggest Linsanity run of all time in year one just because nobody really knew what to expect out of us, right? But as teams caught on, we're folding. We're folding big time. 9.5 sacks for Abdul Carter leads the way. Interceptions 3 for Wari leads the way. 2 for Hunter, Will Johnson. But as a team, not really too much defensively. Our numbers have been kind of underwhelming, especially compared to year one. And the Lions in 2027 win themselves their first Lombardi, taking down KC 27-24. Jared Goff gets himself a Super Bowl MVP as well. Patrick Mahomes does win league MVP there, but we're still waiting for our time. Our team is the best it's been, I guess, but at the same time not, if you know what I'm saying. Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans all retiring. My God. Egbuka owns them all. 29 players ready to negotiate. Why? Oh my. Why is everybody here? Oh, it's all 5th years. We're already at the 5th year? I guess freaking so. Not gonna lie, there really should just be an option for me to accept all. Wait, what if the odds like trade for Quinn Ewers? Can I do that? Like, yeah. You know, like technically speaking, right? How is he doing? I mean, we could check. I am curious to see, you know, how other rookies that we didn't get to add onto our team are doing. I mean, he's an 86 star. He's solid. Cam Ward is better in all departments, but dang it, he's got something we don't. And that is a Super Bowl appearance. His numbers aren't otherworldly, but how do we get over that hump? I think we'll simulate one more season with these schemes, with these playbooks. If we miss out again, though, we are gonna have to change some things up. Like, here's the thing now, heading into year 4, we have a 91 overall team. We should be competing, we should be contending for the Super Bowl year in, year out. We got superstars at just about every single position and some of the best players at their respective positions, right? In the entire league. Let's go ahead and make Jahdae Barron, why is he not our number 3? He's a higher overall than Siobhan Revel. Maybe that's what was killing us last season. Who freaking knows? I'm trying to find any excuse for why we aren't succeeding. Like, should I just start Shamar Stewart again? Who knows? This is what we have been using, by the way, if you were curious. I mean, it worked like a charm in year number 1, but let's give it one last chance here in year 4. See how it does. And tell you what, I guess I kind of expected a roller coaster of a start, right? Hey, it's an all-rookie team, right? They all came into the league together. They're all still finding out how to, you know, navigate through the league, how to be a professional at the top level. They're all going through their own things. There's no vet leadership. There's no veteran presence to really help them along the way. They pave the way for them to, you know, get acclimated to the league. So I guess it's what to be expected. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to come up with something for why we're struggling. Wise last words, bang. Oh my God. Oh my God. We just went 14-3, win the AFC. The Pittsburgh Steelers won the AFC North. Let us see Quinn Ewers. Let us see Quinn Ewers. I want to match up against Quinn Ewers. Yeah, we just went 14-3 though. Like I said, I gave these playbooks a last chance. We started off hot on a 7-game win streak, lost 3 in a row, and then started sitting up in our chair, went out and won out the rest of the season. We're going into the postseason hot. Who is gonna stop us? Wait, we lost to the Steelers, 26-31. Are you kidding me? Does Quinn Ewers own us? Dude, is Genty still mid, bro? I swear. I was gonna say it might be the playbook, but we are in Atlanta playbook, and I'm pretty sure Bijan goes crazy every single season in simulation. Top 2, top 3 there, but it is Bijan Robinson. Holy crap, Cameron Ward. Cameron Wardell. 97 overall now with Morale, 25 years old. He's starting to hit that peak performance now. Not really, still a few more years, but he's starting to figure it out now in the league because he just got 4,400 yards. He's got 48 touchdowns, which I believe is his most, but he is just reading the game different now at another level. 73% completion rate as well. 4 interceptions is wild. MVP him right now. Give him the crown. Ashton Genty is still mid. Is it him? Is it the playbook? Is it the system? Is it the scheme? I don't know, but we're 14-3. I don't care. Because when you have Emeka Egbuka, nothing really matters. 21 touchdowns, another 1,600 yard season as he is up to a 97 overall now. Yeah, he's gotten over. He's very consistently brilliant, isn't he? 1,600 yards every single season, 16 plus touchdowns every single season. This dude is a dude. What does that even mean? I don't know. I just didn't know what to say there. McMillan, 100 yards, 768 for Golden. Warren picked it up a little bit, 759. This time he's been hovering around that 500 range, and also 12 touchdowns for him, which is great to see. Great for us to use him in those red zone packages and whatnot. And Will Campbell has came alive now in year 4. Just 3 sacks given up. Same for Amon Membu. Kevin Banks with 10. Good season, though. Good season, though. Jahad Campbell back in the tackling leaders for us with 110. It just looks right with his name at the top of the list. 12 TFLs for Mason Graham, 10 and 10 for Jalen Walker. Abdul Carter, who exploded on the scene with 17 sacks. That is more like it, my boy. 9 sacks for Michael Williams, 8 for Mason Graham. What a great statistical season all around. 7 for Jalen Walker. Their interceptions go to 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 RDBs and Jahad Campbell. As the all-rookie team was good enough for a wild card buys, we got interdivision. Jacksonville Jaguars only go 8 and 9. Only got an 84 squad. We have a 10 rating difference in between us, and we put 56 points on their dome. New York Jets up next. They're only 9 and 8. They're an 86. I'm not gonna, take what it is on paper because anything can happen when you step onto the field, when you step onto the turf. However, if I was to say it, I would say we're favorites, and we are headed to our first Super Bowl against Green Bay. It is about damn time. They only go 9 and 8 as well, but we had an 84 in the divisional, then an 86, and now an 88 in the biggest game of it all. And yearly awards, there's only one man for the job. Cam Ward wins himself his first league MVP now here in 2028, and he could cap it off with a ring. He could cap it off with a Super Bowl MVP, and I can tell you one thing. He definitely got himself a Best Quarterback award as well. And also, yeah, shout out to Emeka Egbuka, who wins Offensive Player of the Year again. He's won this like every single season. He is a different breed. Ooh, Abdul Carter, after 17 sacks, wins himself a little Best Linebacker. As we had nothing else to show, but did we get some Devies? Most definitely so. Superstar X Factor for Cam Ward. Superstar development for Tyler Ward as well. At a 93 overall now as our starting tight end, of course. That's all. But that's okay, because we're here in the bowl, of course. Let's check out this Packers roster here 4 or 5 years down the line as Jordan Love living up to his contract. 97 overall now. Edgerrin Cooper has boomed. 94 for him. Xavier McKinney, Zach Tom. Javon Bullard has developed into one of the best safeties in the league as well. Josh Jacobs still going strong on the opposing side at 30. I don't know why I said it like that. Jordan Morgan has developed. Jaden Reed is still doing his thing. Jair Alexander is not hurt for the first time in a long time, right? They still have their core. There's like nobody really different here. Dalton Jenkins, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, Quay Walker. They do have this rookie, not the rookie, but a dude, you know what I mean. Darnell Elliott, Nate Hobbs, who they signed, of course, in this year's offseason. The team is good for sure, but I would say we're the heavy favorites if I say so myself. Our team is ready. Our team has been starving of this opportunity. Let's get the job done, boys. Let's get the job done. Let's get it on. Let's get it on against one of the most historic franchises, and I believe this would be for our first ever Super Bowl, right? So a lot of history to be made in this one, hopefully, as we do have a 14-7 lead after one. Why do they not have their logo? It's usually us that doesn't have a logo. Is it just always the team on the right side? I'm blabbing. 14-14 after the first 2 quarters there. Second half on the way now. Green Bay do start with the ball, but they don't score. We do. They get a field goal. We got a touchdown though, so we are in the driver's seat if I say so myself. 3rd and 4. The last time we watched our squad, they were a bunch of youngins. They are all developed now. And oh yeah, now it's 4th and 10 and we got a punt. But tell you what, I do have trust, I do have faith in our defense that was really good this season, and it's a quick 3 and out for the for the Packers, but we do get a penalty there. They do end up still punting the ball. We get a huge chunk there, and just like that, we're in the Green Bay red zone. Tetairoa McMillan for 26 yards was the big play. And a field goal here would be good, but we definitely are looking for 7. And I think that would almost just about clinch the game. I'm not going to say we're entirely going to win it. I'm not trying to jinx us that hard, but it would put us in a pretty advantageous position as we do get a first down. First and goal now. Come out and empty. Cam Moore, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Tyler Warren couldn't hold on. Took a little too long, though, to get him the ball. Hey! Come out in an empty set again here. Second and goal this time around. It's a QB draw. Cam Ward down on the 1. Down on the, if we don't get it here, we go again. We go again. We rely on our defense that has been so good, not only in just this game, but this entire season, in the playoffs, in the regular season. However, when you have Ashton Jeanty, you're in good hands. He finds his way to the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a 10-point lead with just 4 minutes to go. Look at the blocking there, bro. Nobody touched it. Nobody was even close. As we got Will Levis kicking the ball for the field goal or for the extra point. I know it's not Will Levis, but it looks like Will Levis. 11-point lead, by the way. I just can't do math. And okay, well, yeah, defense. I'm gonna need you to take a little bit of clock off the, little bit of time off the clock, I should say. Jordan Love now a superstar X Factor, of course, the highest rated player on their team. And ladies and gentlemen, that just might be wraps after a Jahdae Barron interception there in our own half. Super Bowl #1 may just be in our locker room very, very soon, but we're not going to end the video off just there. We're going to look to repeat. We're going to look to three-peat. Let's try to add one more in at least the next few, maybe 2 to 4 seasons. Let's see how much we can go. Let's see how much we can win. Hopefully we win this one. We're in a pretty good... Fumble on the punt? Yep, fumble work. Oh my god. I'm over here sitting here. Hopefully we can back-to-back the repeat. Let's see how many we can win. Now they do not get the 2-point conversion, which is actually huge for us, so it maintains a 5-point lead there. Little Chop Robinson celebration. I like it. But it all comes down to this. They only have 1 timeout remaining. They're gonna be taking an onside kick. Oh my god, I thought they got it. It's so, bro, I think it hit Colston Loveland's foot there. The floor looks geeked out of his mind. Not in victory yet. They still got a timeout. Jeanty, first down ends the game. Go down, please. Do not fumble. And now it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl #1. I think year 4, maybe year 5. We get the job done. The all-rookie roster gets the job done. Come on. What a performance, too, from everybody. Cam Ward could win Super Bowl MVP here. He was awesome. 273 yards, 2 passing touchdowns to no interceptions. Oh, the Jeanty breakout game. 127 yards, 7 a pop, and 2 freaking touchdowns. He might just take it himself. 2.5 sacks for Mason Graham alongside 5 total tackles there. Jalen Walker as well, and Jahdae Barron, the lone interception of the Super Bowl. You know what's funny too? I watched my last year version of this video. I did one with the 2024 NFL draft, of course, and funnily enough, in that video, Cooper DeJean picked off Patrick Mahomes in one of the Super Bowls we went to, and of course that happened in real life. So could we see a little similarity here? Jahdae Barron picking off Jordan Love maybe in the Super Bowl sometime in the future, as Super Bowl MVP does go to the man that we've been quite harsh on. We've been quite hard on this entire video, but it's safe to say Michael Mayer has arrived. And in year 5 now, oh wait, I had picks this season on accident. I forgot to trade them. Obviously we're kind of deep in this video now. I totally forgot. Okay, looking at it again though, none of them really should start, so who really cares? As here is the roster that conquered it all. I'm saying that like we've done anything. We've had the same roster since the very start of this video, but obviously all of them have developed very, very nicely, as we're up to a 93 overall, now 95 for Cam Ward. I believe Ekbuka still the highest overall, though. I mean, yeah, he's a 99 overall. It's kind of hard to beat that. Defensively, we look straight as well. Can we repeat? Can we get at least one more before the video ends? Back in the offs once again, but just go 12-5 this time around. Not good enough for a #1 seed, but we do still win the South. Cam Ward, I mean, surely is getting back-to-back MVPs with very similar numbers to last season. Ashton Jeanty. What is he cooking? Egbuka actually doesn't get 1,600 for the first time in a long time, aka ever. 20 touchdowns though for him. McMillan, Matthew Golden, both over 750 there for them. Genty was actually our 4th leading receiver, and Tyler Warren kind of was out there just looking pretty. Will Campbell's back on fraud watch. 120 tackles for Jahad Campbell, though 101 for Malachi Stark, so 2 people in the triple digits there. 13 TFLs for Graham and Michael Williams, as he also leads us in sacks with 13 as well. 11.5 for Carter, 9 for Mason Graham there, as we do get a good amount of interceptions led by Hunter Starks and Will Johnson, all with 3. But let's see how we fare this time around. Not an easy wildcard match against the Bengals, known as, you know, a playoff riser with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, both on their new contracts as well. But we beat them 31-28. Got another AFC North team now in the Baltimore Ravens. Put up 49 on their head like it's freaking nothing. The Buffalo Bills stand on our way. We got to head to Buffalo as well. And did we take care of business? That is the real question. The winner will play New Orleans. No, it's once again another AFC Conference Championship loss for us. Of course, similar to year number 1, this time around only put up 10 points against a very stingy Buffalo defense by the looks of it, but maybe it was snowing, maybe the weather was going absolutely crazy. They had the weather advantage on their head. Damn, that's kind of disappointing. And to play the Saints too? Just saying that feels like it would have been an easy ring number 2. However, we do get a repeat of some sorts. Cam Ward is once again your NFL MVP. You know what? Maybe not, because maybe the Saints got themselves another Drew Brees here in Jacob Bullough as they beat Buffalo 20-13. 26 players ready to negotiate. Wow, it's all the 5th years, bro. Oh, wait, what? Why does Abdul Carter want the weirdest deal of all time? This was just neutral. He wanted 7 years, 3.1 mil base salary with a 28 mil bonus. Why is that so weird? Into year 7 now. We probably got about 1 or 2 more years, depending on how it goes. I would like to get at least 1 more ring to our name because this team is certainly good enough. I didn't check out Debbie's as well. Jahad Campbell, shout out to you for going up to Superstar X Factor. I believe that's the only one though, but the squad is as high as it's ever been with a 95 offense, 95 defense, resulting in a 95 overall team. Who's gonna take us down? And here we go again, back at it. 15-2 record for the best in the AFC, probably the best in the league. Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Egbuka, all of them absolutely cooking in there. Oh my god, I did not even see Cam Ward at 57 touchdowns. 4.747 yards, 10 interceptions, a little bit more than he's had in years past, but it looks like he was way more aggressive with those amount of touchdowns. That's insane. Is that the record? If it's not, it's damn close. I think it's 55. 57, nope, yep, it's 50, or I mean, it's 57 now for Cam Ward, 20-30. Oh my god, Egbuka had 20. Hold up. Let's slow down a little bit, but let's guarantee the 3-peat MVP for Cam Ward. And Ashton Genty is alive. It's about damn time. 6 touchdowns, almost 1,300 yards, but 5.5 carries, what you love to see. It only took him to get to a 99. But hey, what can I say? Better late than never. Emeka Egbuka, his best season yet. Almost 1,700 yards. I'm gonna round up for him. Just 10 yards shy, man. You gotta give it to him, right? Almost 100 yards per game, but 27 touchdowns. Absolutely shatters the record, whether it was Randy Moss or somebody that did it in between. To Terrell and McMillan, 50 yards shy of 1,000. Matthew Golden, Tyler Warren back to his best with 12 touchdowns as well. Maybe I don't want to change the playbooks just because we've been so dominant, but I feel like we haven't utilized Tyler Warren to the best of his abilities. You know what I mean? But we're cooking, man. How can I complain? Will Campbell back to his usual spot. Although I will say he's playing left tackle. Blind side, probably the hardest position to play on the O-line. It's kind of expected. I'm just giving him a hard time, you know what I mean? 17 TFLs for Abdul Carter alongside 20 sacks. Deploy that man right now. 15 TFLs for Mason Graham, but 11 sacks for Michael Williams, 8.5 for Graham, who's been quietly one of our more underrated one of our underrated players in this video. He's been consistently great all throughout, as Imanwari and Will Johnson, 3 interceptions each. As we go into this postseason run as heavy favorites, ending the season off at a 15-2 record, 95 overall team. Everybody is peaking at the... We lose to the Chargers. Can I get a what? 21-26, number 1 seed in the AFC, don't even win a playoff game. That's something. Cam Ward looked like he did great. Herbert dueled him good as... Wait, how did he get over there? And why did Genty have 8 for 3? How did What? What? Where did he go? Who is this? Oh, nah. These rookies, I think we overloaded the amount of players we had on our team, so they've started to kick away some of the older players, I guess. Why is Harold Finn a higher overall than Loveland? Loveland has not boomed at all, even as our tight end too. Oh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, we got rid of Ursare. We have this guy now. Oh, they've done some things behind my back. But what's crazy is Omarion Hampton goes to LA and takes us out of the playoffs just like that. That's crazy. He should be our RB2 and an amazing one at that. What happened to the contract I gave him? Isn't that was me? That's our contract. Did we trade him or so? He was great over there. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Double agent. We really just went 15 into our best record yet of the video and get blindsided from one of our very own. One of our very own, man. Cam Moore, shout out to you. 3 Super Bowls, or 3 Super Bowls. 3 MVPs to his name now. Pretty cool to see his development and how much he has absolutely boomed. Any Titans fans here? Are you guys content with going with Cam Ward, or do you guys maybe want somebody else? Maybe Travis? Maybe Abdul Carter, just best player available, or do you want that franchise guy and it's time to kick Mr. Mayo Man out the door? Chargers actually end up going all the way here and win the Super Bowl outright. Okay, at least we lost to the winners. They got, what were they, the 7th seed? Dave Burnett, their middle linebacker, ends up winning Super Bowl MVP. The Vikings just have the worst luck in history. And yeah, damn. I think I got one more in me. I want one more ring, man. Yeah, I'm trading for him. He's supposed to be ours this entire video. I've done a bad job with managing. I'm not gonna lie, I've just kind of been on autopilot simming here, so a lot of players have been bouncing around now. We got some random draft picks, but Omarion Hampton did us dirty last year. I'm trading for him back. He should be on our team. He is our RB2, and without him, we're nothing. So heading into our final season now, we got our guy back. We're up to a 96. The team only has one Super Bowl to its name, despite how dominant we've been in the regular season, despite how dominant our numbers are on paper all around. We need one more, man. We need one more. Let's end off on a high. No, where'd all my quarters go? Why are they releasing my high-rated players, bro? Nah. I've messed up. I'm sorry. I've done a bad job managing it. But you know what I mean? There's no salary cap. There's no nothing. Why are you releasing, like, my 85 overall players, dude? Don't do that. Don't do that. Maxwell Hairston, welcome back. Cooper DeJean is a 98 overall. No, hey. He be playing like his name DeJean Cooper, if you know what I'm saying. I found him. He's on the Broncos. He's actually only an 81. But, yeah. Have whatever you want. I need him back. I need our guy back. As that looks much better now, we got Hairston, Janae Barron back. We did lose a little bit of depth overall, like everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, this team is still good enough. Hopefully, though, we end off with a bang. Final season. Remember, we're coming off our best overall record last season in 15-2, and the Boars are trying to do a 17-0, 20-0 challenge here. We end off 16-1. We're up to a 98 overall. All of our My Team rankings look ridiculous. And we're ready for prime time. We'll skim over these quick. 51-11 there for Cam Ward. Almost 4,800 yards for him. Ashton Genty was back to mediocre for whatever reason. Emeka Egbuka had his best season, over 1,700 yards. 27 touchdowns again. Tyler Warren, I think, over 800 for the first time. Golden, a little quiet this season, though. Defensively, 97 for Barrett Carter this time around. JT Tuimoloau actually leads us in TFLs. What is going on this side of the ball? Abdul Carter, still a familiar name on the top of the sack numbers, though, and Malachi Stark's 6 interceptions, which almost led the way for the league. 16-1 is I wonder if we go one or two more, could we complete a little 20-0 challenge, if you know what I'm saying. Divisional round, this is no easy feat. We got kicked out here last season, of course, but we do beat the Baltimore Ravens, who were 10-7, 34-28. Got the Bengals up next in the conference championship. And ladies and gentlemen, we're headed back to the Super Bowl, and I think we're playing the Seattle Seahawks, if I saw that correct. Indeed, they go 13-4. They got a squad over there. And here we go with your annual Cam Award, the MVP award. You know, I thought that was kind of clever. I'm not gonna lie. They're in 84. They got Tui to a Pelotu. I don't know why I got like JT Tuimoloau stuck in my head. They got this Wilcox dude. K9 still going strong. We're the favorites. Let's end it off right. Let's end it off right. How about it? 7-0 start, though, for Seattle, and they also shut us out. Do they have a little Legion of Boom V2 in their arsenal? Still, there's... Yo! I ain't never ever seen our offense get shut out like that, bro. Shutout in the first half is crazy, but here we go. Just like that, we march down, tie up the ball game. They also do the same thing. 14-7 now. We are on their 7th, 3rd and 2. Touchdown for Emeka Egbuka. Who else? The man that got 27 of them things in the regular season. 4th and 6. It's a quick 3 and out for Seattle. Can our boys drive down now? Byron Murphy Sox is a member of the 2024 NFL draft class, of course. If you didn't know, they just got a chunk to Marcus McKnight. And now we didn't quite check out their team, so I'm not too sure who's even on this roster anymore. I don't think that's Sam Darnold, although it could definitely be. I can't really see his pick it off. Oh my God. That would have been generational. As they actually lose 2 yards, giving them a 3rd and goal now. I mean, it would have been 3rd and goal anyway, but it's a massive sack for Travis Hunter rushing at DB. I mean, he can just do it all, ain't he? The Seahawks, though, however, are going to get themselves a field goal here, which is about 2 minutes to go. Our offense and the 4-time in a row MVP is going to get a chance to what am I trying to say? To certify his legacy? What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I have no idea, honestly. But who cares about that when you got Cam Ward on the field? 2-minute warning has now passed. Cam Ward starts us off with a little 9-yard chunk, as the clock also does stop. 2nd and 1 now. Wouldn't hate a bomb here, however, we get ourselves Emeka Egbuka on a little cross route. Easy first down. Still got 3 timeouts in our arsenal as well. Absolutely no rush here. Ooh, and with just about a minute to go, Cam Ward has entered the zone. And Tetaroa McMillan finds his way into the end zone. It is a 21-17 lead, but we did leave some clock on the timer, obviously. But I think I trust our defense. They got to get in the end zone to get the job done. The defense got to step up here. The defense got to step up here. Oh, just kidding. It was Matthew Gold. I swear it looked like a bigger body, so I just assumed it was McMillan there. But nope, Matthew Golden, shout out to you. 3rd and 10 now. I mean, this defense is frightening. We got superstars literally every single position. It is a quarterback's nightmare. Legion of Boom who? That's our new name, baby. We're taking that name for ourselves. Nick Eamon-Wari with the game-sealing interceptions, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Super Bowls to our name. 2 Super Bowls. I can't complain with that. Actually, they do still have all 3 timeouts, but they don't matter. Ring us, baby. Ring us, baby. Ring us once more for the one time as Super Bowl MVP. His first Super Bowl MVP goes to Cam Ward to cap off. I mean, he's on GOAT trajectory right now, to say the very least. I think that is 4 MVPs in a row. Of course, has a Super Bowl ring to his name already. Now gets himself a Super Bowl 1, and 21-17, we are victorious. But I don't think I'm ending it there. I think simulation-wise, I think we are done, but I kind of want to go 10 years into the future and see what's going to happen. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and check out some career stats from, of course, the rookies that we had on our team. Cam Ward absolutely boomed onto the scene. Shadar's still here. Jackson Dart's still here. Just watching a GOAT do his thing. Cam Ward, 328 touchdowns, only 69 interceptions as well. I mean, he is on the trajectory of one of the best of all time. Genty, not gonna lie, a little underwhelming. Just 4.4 a carry, 48 touchdowns, 7,500 yards. He's gotten a good volume of carries, but hasn't been as efficient as we know Ashton Genty, right? He's a guy that's gonna break multiple tackles every single possession, every single run, and, you know, go for 60, go for 70, go all the way like he did in college. We didn't really get too much of that by the looks of it. Who boomed more, Cam Ward or Emeka Egbuka? He has been otherworldly on an absolutely another level compared to every other weapon that we had on this team. He's doubled everything. He's tripled all of their touchdowns with 151, 11,556 yards. He has been unbelievable as our slot receiver. McMillan, Golden, solid as well. Tyler Warren, I wish we could have got him a little bit more involved, but I really didn't want to switch up anything because it was just, we found success with it, man. We found success. No surprise here. Tackles, a million for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Tackle for loss, 89 actually for Mason Graham, leads the way there. 83 for Abdul Carter. Michael Williams at number 3 is Abdul Carter. 86.5 sacks. Now we get over 50 from Michael Williams, Mason Graham, and Walter Nolan, low 21, 27, not too bad. As interceptions is led by Malachi Starks, the superstar X Factor now. He's actually developed quite nice. Travis Hunter with 21 to his name, 16 for Will Johnson as well. And with that note, let's put everything on auto here. Let's go ahead and sim 10 years in the future and see what the future holds. Oh my God, we're here. 2041. 10 years have gone by now. I mean, we're only an 85 now. What did they do to my squad? First and foremost, let's check out league history and see what's been... We just won. Cam Ward is still going? Oh my god. Okay, what do we... If we're in 2040, we left off here? Here? No, we left off here. We beat the Seahawks, of course. 2032, we won another one. Cam Ward won another one. He won another MVP as well. Uh-oh. Oh no, we lost. We lost by 1 year. Damn, we had a little dynasty stretch, and I simmed over it. Maybe I should have gone a few more seasons. Maybe, dude, I wonder what our record was. Did we ever go 20-0 in one of those? The Seahawks made it back there. We had a little dry period here by the looks of it. Bills win, Chargers win another one. 2039 was Lions, Bengals. And on the final season here, 2040, we end off with a bang here as well. Hey, you love to see that, right? How is the squad looking, though? Okay, everything is pretty much turned. No more Emeka Egbuka is crazy. We have Minor down here. Cam Ward, though, still our franchise quarterback, 38 years old now. It doesn't matter how bad or how much of a regression he takes. He is here until the day he retires. Checking out his stats, I mean, oh my god. So we left off here, right? Yeah, 51-11, I remember that. He had a 50 touchdown to 2 interception season. That is insane. Maybe his best season, I don't even know, because he's had so many good ones. You guys let me know down in the comments below which season was Cam Ward's best ever season for us. And remember, he had MVPs and Super Bowl MVPs and Super Bowl awards stacked upon each other as well. Kind of regressed a little bit now, you know, after 2036. He's about 32-ish years old now, but still, I mean, these numbers are still absolutely elite. Defensively, do we still have any players here? I mean, probably not, because defensive players tend to, you know, I mean, everybody ages out now, right? We're like 15, 18 years down in the future, except for the quarterback. Got Paul Pierce at middle linebacker too now, but the team still got it done here in 2040, as we are now number 3 on the all-time legacy leaderboard, just behind John Madden and Andy Reid. And what do we have here? The most touchdowns thrown ever is the Cam Ward with 693, but look down here at touchdown catches, Emeka Egbuka. We literally had the best quarterback and the best wide receiver of all time together. Is that a sign of things to come? It's a bright, bright future. And as always, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave the video a like. That would be awesome. Appreciate you watching the whole thing. And it's now April. It's draft season. You know what that means? It's absolutely grind time once again. Now, I do have an upcoming trip this weekend. I'm going to Tampa Bay for the women's Final Four and championship game for March Madness. So very excited for that. But once I get back, draft season, grind time. We'll be back in the lab. Can't wait for it. So I'll see you then. Appreciate you for watching the whole thing. See you.